Hello, everyone. Welcome into Armchair Sports YouTube channel. We are back with our third to last game of round one of our summer league tournament. We have the Memphis Grizzlies facing off against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Grizzlies are a 14 seed. The Clippers are a 19 seed. Um, yeah, as you can see, and as we have talked about before, the Clippers have a lot of different stuff going on. So, talking about the moves the team made, they are very much a work in progress. I have very recently taken them over. We actually have a very interesting situation between this game and the next one, as there's currently a trade that is up for approval between the Clippers and the Wizards in the next game. So there is a chance that a player that plays for the Clippers in this game will also play for the Wizards in the next game, depending on when the trade gets approval. Now, I do not know if it will, I do not know when it will be, but there's a chance for that, and I find that wildly entertaining. And then as for the Grizzlies, they made a huge trade. They traded Jonas Valanciunas and Brandon Clark for Pascal Siakam. Um, I believe they've made other moves, but that's kind of their biggest move. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Uh, as you can see. So I'm going to pull up the prediction that I have from Shams for the game, as he says that the Grizzlies are a young team trying to progress for 2 years in a row making the playoffs. Technically playing during 2020, but whatever. They have the best player on the floor in John Morant. They've added an all-star type player in Siakam, which should improve this team. Add in Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brooks, and this is a good team. The Clippers, to everyone's surprise, decided to blow it up and are left with no star power. They do have strong depth, which should help keep him in this game, but eventually Siakam and Morant proved to be too much for the Clippers to handle. His score prediction for this game is what's up on a different spot. Sorry. The Grizzlies will beat the Clippers 60-50. I kind of tend to agree. The In 2K overalls, the Clippers basically have their entire rotation between 81 and 79 overall. So balanced, uh, for sure. They do have 78 Pat Bev starting because they only have one point guard currently. But a lot of rotation and roster construction stuff to figure out with the Clippers as we kick this thing off here. We're going to get John right here on the corner against Pat Bev. They were briefly teammates in real life. And by briefly, I do mean very briefly. Jaren Jackson working against Lopez. Hook shot, no good. Rebound, Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter pushing the break here for the Clippers, the centerpiece of the PG to Atlanta trade. Along with him came Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, and Danilo Gallinari with a first-round pick. So maybe a little underwhelming return, but a lot of good young players that can really step up. Hunter was very good in his first year. You'd like to see him step up and be that star player to kind of help solidify that trade for them. Maybe take a step forward this year. He is the leading man for this team here. And Jaren Jackson Jr. with another miss here. Another good look, though. So they're going to start falling eventually. DeAndre Hunter leading the break over to Bev. Cam Johnson for three. And he was brought in as part of the sign-in trade with Kawhi, as well as more draft picks. So they were able to get some value out of Kawhi leaving in free agency. And Cam Johnson, whose role on the team was replaced by Kawhi, is now going to get the opportunity to kind of step up into a starting role here in LA, at least for this game. And that's a turnover by Memphis, so a disastrous start. Hey, Mika, it's okay. Mika's not happy with the Grizzlies start here. She had a lot of money riding on this one. Beverly out top. They're setting up their set play here. Looks like we're setting up for DeAndre Hunter here as he is squared up. Gallinari with the screen. Hunter for three. Gets it to fall. So LA Clippers really jumping out on these Grizzlies here. Up 8-0. We're going to need to see Siakam's bringing it up. Let's see the Grizzlies try to right the ship here and get something moving here. Siakam on the drive. See if he can get it to go. Brook Lopez with the block. Brook Lopez was brought in along with Pat Connaughton in a trade with a first-round pick and Quentin Grimes. They were not the centerpieces of those deals, but they can contribute as Gallinari with the rebound and the finish. Mika, come here. Mika, come here. And the Grizzlies go ahead and take a timeout. But yes, definitely a surprising start to this game as the Grizzlies can't get anything to go right now. John Morant's kind of been relegated to off ball here as they've been trying to get something to work with the bigs, but can't get an advantage on Gallinari and Lopez down low. And that is a thing with the Grizzlies now, as they have traded, Jonas for Siakam. Is they don't have a true center, at least not starting. They do have Tillman and somebody else that I'm not remembering, but just not quite the same size and strength down low. But let's see if John Morant can get something going here as he gets the screen. Pat Bev forcing his way over and can't get it to go. The cold spell continues here to start this game. They've started the game off just very cold. Lopez with the dunk. So, continuing through the timeout, the Memphis Grizzlies cannot have anything go their way right now. John Morant, again, trying to right the ship here, gets the cut. Jaren Jackson Jr. not looking ahead for him. Off the screen. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Beverly the rebound. And here we go again with a fast break. Hunter for jump shot. Greens it. 14-0 LA Clippers, and it is rolling in LA, making the PG trade look genius here as DeAndre Hunter is really filling it up. And Siakam finally gets the lid off the board or off the hoop here as he is able to get to the rim and finish strong there. Hunter with takeover, working against Melton, kicks it to Lopez, who gets the layup to go. So forced to double team DeAndre Hunter right away, which has left it very vulnerable. The rest of their defense, which already had been pretty porous, as they are still down 14. They are missing these open looks too. Jaren Jackson Jr. missed another cutter there. Siakam tries to split the double team and can't get it to go. Gallinari with a great defense there. Cam Johnson down to Lopez, beats him down, and Jesus Christ, what a game so far for these LA Clippers. This team is very reminiscent of that pre-Kawhi PG teams, right? Just very deep, got a lot of different guys who can play their role, but I didn't expect it to be like this for sure. This has been impressive, but Jaren Jackson Jr. able to use those active hands to get a steal on Hunter. Siakam with the jump shot, no good. You certainly question the shot decision on that one as far as the game's gone. But Hunter up top working on Jaren Jackson Jr., getting the screen from Lopez, working against Siakam. Spin move, and what a move from Hunter as they are up 20-2. DeAndre Hunter is absolutely destroying the Grizzlies. What a graphic from 2K as the Grizzlies are forced to call yet another timeout. Wow. We're gonna see some substitutions here. John Morant's gonna stay in where Kyle Anderson, Moses Brown. That was another big addition for them. Uh, Desmond Bain is there. We go. John Morant is going to finally get around Terrence Mann, as we see Herter, Terrence Mann. We see Luke Kennard come in. Marcus Morris, who also is on the trade block. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, there are a lot of these Clippers vets. This team's been playing very, very well. if they're playing like this, maybe we do want to roll it into trying to compete. But so far in this full seasons, they have not been able to put this together. But a very scrappy team, hoping to fill us out. Corey Kispert, the first round pick, lottery pick here for the Grizzlies, going up. Can't get it to fall, but was he a lottery pick? I think he was a late pick. Yeah, he was a late pick, not a lottery pick. That's right. Luke Kennard on the drive here, trying to set something up here for this Clippers second unit. Terrence, yeah, into Zubac, who hits the hook shot, can't get it to go. Anderson with the rebound. Well, what a quarter. Maybe not our most surprising outcome, just because the Clippers have been competitive and the Grizzlies have been shaky in Sims. But certainly didn't expect the doors to get blown off them this early. But as Kisper hits the free throw to take us down to 12. Much better start here to this second quarter from Memphis, able to close the lead a little bit. Encouraging to see some signs of life from them. Zubac is going to get it up top. Going to kick it to Man, most likely. Yep. Attack. That's a dangerous dribble for sure. That was not a great possession. And good look there to Tillman. So a little bit of signs of life here from Memphis as they are able to cut the deficit to 10 right here at the start of 6-0 here on the start of the quarter. Brook Lopez on the end is pissed about these turn events. Morris looking for a shot, can't get it to go. Out to Man, jump shot, good. So there we go. We've kind of stopped the run here for the Memphis Grizzlies as the Clippers are able to get a productive possession here at the beginning of the second quarter. Kesper coming off the screen, looking to work on Man. Over to Morant for three. Can't get it to go. Zubac with the rebound. Kicks it up to Herter, who's going to be around the point here on this possession. Setting up, trying to get something going here on Morant. Can't get anything going. Zubac up top. Back cut to Man, and the dunk. Great cut by Terrence Mann as the Clippers have now extended the lead back to 12. And the switch from Herder to go to Tillman was interesting, but they were able to get the steal to avoid kind of disasters. Terrence Mann with the and one extends the lead back to 14 with a chance to really extend the lead on the whole quarter. And Siak with the drive, can't get it to go. Second chance bucket, can't get it to go either. Cam Johnson with the board. It seems like the more we go into the starting units, the less the Grizzlies play well. As Cam Johnson in the corner, not going to hit him, hitting Beverly over to Herder, or Hunter, who's back in. Too many H's. Hunter really had the jumper there, but trying to get all the way to the rim. Lopez goes up, can't get it over Jaren Jackson and Siakam. That is a block for Jaren Jackson Jr. Dylan Brooks pushing the break here, gets the layup, can't get it to go. What a rebound by Hunter as he kicks it up to Mann. Mann pushing the break, looking for something. Corner three, Beverly wide open, can't get it to fall. Have those out here just running. But great position there from Siakam on Mann as he gets the layup to go. As we continue to go down here, Beverly bringing the ball up. Hunter getting the handoff. Screen and roll here. Lopez down low, not open. Hunter trying to break down. Double comes, looking for Lopez. There you go. And snatched his soul, Jaren Jackson Jr. You like to see that pass down Lopez a little bit faster, but Jaren Jackson Jr., the speed and the athleticism to wipe away that open layup. Uh, what a play from him as Siakam is able to capitalize on a little bit of momentum they got there, get the open look for the layup. And the Clippers are going to go ahead and take a timeout here, sensing the momentum shifting the other way. Tyronn Lue, Hall of Fame head coach, is going to call the timeout and set something up. I wonder, are you guys in the Ty Lue is good coach camp or Ty Lue is not a good coach camp? Trying to gauge the room here. I'm in the Ty Lue is a fine coach camp, which is kind of bitch movie in the middle, but like he's like okay, I guess. He's not like bad. I think sometimes it feels like he's bad when he plays Zubac so much in the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there. And Lopez with the open dunk, so they hit him on time this time, and he does not get snatch blocked. Jaren Jackson Jr. not in the game, goes up with authority. um, Wait, is Jaren Jackson? Hey, there he is. He is in the game. Moses Brown, Siakam, and Jaren Jackson Jr. on the court. So they're going huge here, but Siakam, with Lopez with the active hands, but then he lets it go and gives them the foul. So 13-point game. And Siakam hits it from the line. Very good percentage on that one for sure. Gallinari into Pat Bev as we get our full starting unit out here for the Clippers. Out to Gallinari here, setting the screen downhill and gets the foul call. Moses Brown fouls him, sending Gallinari to the line. Gallinari back with the LA Clippers after a bit of a sabbatical away. He spent a season in OKC, then signed a big free agent deal to go to the Atlanta Hawks, and now, after one season with the Hawks, found himself again traded for Paul George. This time, he's going to LA instead of going away from. Uh, just a very interesting situation indeed. I wonder how he feels about being in LA. Uh, seeing as he's been a journeyman. I'm sure he's going to relish in the opportunity to step up and lead the team. Um, but if he were to want to trade, I think that I would oblige and try to find him a better home. Uh, he probably wants to compete at this point in his career. Melton on the drive. Lopez late on the rotation. Could not get the block as Bev scored on there. Kind of tricking everybody into thinking he's a good defender, I think. Gallinari on the drive. Out to Bev, who's going to find Gallinari on the dribble handoff. Siakam trying to apply that pressure on him here. Got the pick and roll up top. Gallinari's going to get the edge. Can he get the layup? He cannot. Kind of shut down here by Brooks as they get a step out of bounds. Great rotation from Dylan Brooks as he's able to force that turnover. So we have John Morant coming back in here for this last second shot. Let's see if the Grizzlies can make this quarter a little bit better for them. They were down 14 at the end of the first. They have won this quarter by 2, so a little bit of momentum going their way as Kisper's going to work on Morris Sr., and that's going to be a turnover. Is going to have time, 0.4 seconds for the Clippers. Time for a lob, but I don't know if their CPU is going to be able to complete a lob. But we'll see what they do here as Zubac's going to throw it in here. Looks like they're just setting up their traditional play here, just to set up a three-pointer. But can't get to go. Herbert puts it up, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. So that is going to do it for our first half. LA Clippers 33, the Memphis Grizzlies 21. Just a very different game than I would have expected. I expected the Grizzlies to be able to get out and run a bit more and kind of assert their dominance, especially having the better players in this game. But the depth of the Clippers and just the ball movement between them has been the difference. They've been able to find good shots and make good shots. But the Grizzlies have had steals and blocks, give them some spark of life. Siakam's played pretty well. He hasn't shot the ball overly well, but he's been aggressive, and they've needed that aggressiveness as they just haven't had it on the whole. So it'll be interesting to see if John Morant can get it going here in the second half, and if Jaren Jackson Jr. can get the shot to fall. He's gotten some good looks, just hasn't gotten the fall as of yet. Those guys just missed, right? They're celebrating like they made it. Damn. And the Clippers will start with the ball here. They're going to have Gallo bring it up. And that's a very difficult shot. Great defense there by Jaren Jackson Jr. Siakam will pass it up to DeAnthony Melton, who is open, but Cam Johnson goes ahead and raises the open layup. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the offensive glass cuts the lead to 10. The Clippers got to answer here, as it's been a bit of a run here, kind of extending into the second half. Gallinari with the dunk. So as I said, they needed to get an answer. They got it, keeping the lead at 12 as Siakam comes down on the offensive end. Great drive from him, but can't get it to go. Cam Johnson with a man's rebound there. He is able to assert his will there on the defensive glass. Hunter up top, working against Melton, I think, as Lopez up top waiting for the screen. And Gallinari wide open for three. Can't get it to go. Siakam with the rebound. Looks like they were trying to shadow Brooks from the corner, two-pointer, no good. Tough rebound, Gallinari. Great box out of this. Hunter coming up against Siakam. Gets the lane. Can he get the shot up? He can't get it to go. Cam Johnson working on Melton. Gets the tough closeout. And Gallinari with another big rebound. Playing huge in this game, especially with the size mismatch of the two teams. Him being able to rebound as well as he has been huge for them. As he's trying to work here. We got Beverly going off the screen, pick and roll. Up to Cam Johnson, fadeaway shot, no good. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the rebound. Pass up ahead to Dylan Brooks. Cam Johnson closing out. Siakam for three. Gets it to fall. So just like that, we have closed the gap to 9 for Memphis. Bit of a sign of life, hopefully, as we can hopefully get a run here to make this a more interesting second half than it was in the first. As we get Brook Lopez going down, they're going to double as he's going to just dump it off. And no, he's not. He's just not going to pass it to the wide open Gallinari for the layup. That's just one of those things, I guess. Hunter going to have the fadeaway shot. Can't get it up. Shot clock violation. Grizzlies ball. So definitely a lot of missed opportunities in that possession. As they, well, okay, we get to watch that fucking beauty again. But Lopez getting the double and just not passing it to Gallinari, and then again Hunter having a chance to pass it back to Brook Lopez over the top and just doesn't capitalize. So another time when they could have gotten an easy layup and helped stem the tide here, but instead Memphis is given the chance to cut it to a two-possession game. Great defense there by Lopez. Can they get the rebound? They cannot. Open Brooks for three. Gets the fall. So just like that, it's a two-possession ball game as the Memphis Grizzlies are only down 6 to the LA Clippers. Beverly bringing it up. Going to need a good offensive possession here, which means we don't want Beverly trying to shoot a jump shot. Gallinari posting up against Siakam. Out to Terrence Mann, who is trying to work against Anderson. It goes up, gets blocked by Anderson. Great defensive play, and that is just like that. The Memphis Grizzlies can cut it to a one-possession game. Siakam working the paint. Brooks for three. Got it. 3-point game. Memphis Grizzlies are on a roll right now. This game was 20-2 at one point. So great turnaround here for the Memphis Grizzlies, especially in this quarter, as Gallinari is going to help stop the bleeding here and push the lead back to 5. But what a run it has been for the Memphis Grizzlies. Working the ball better on offense. The Clippers defense completely falling apart as, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that rotation? Brook Lopez. John Morant gets a wide open dunk. And Clippers defense has been atrocious the second half. Completely pitiful defense. Randomly switching, leaving Brooks open in the corner twice in a row for no reason. I mean, tell you what, they couldn't have envisioned a much worse defensive start for the Clippers. Offensively, they've missed some opportunities too, but defensively, they've just been just laughable. Really, it's the Clippers' curse. Really, it's just they have these moments where they just decide that they don't want to win the game anymore, and it's happened for years. Herter trying to work here on Morant, has Kennard open for three. One of the better three-point shooters in the league gets himself an open look off the set play. So we are back to a two-possession game. Clippers up 6. Now let's see if we can anchor down on the. No, we cannot. We will not anchor down on defensive end. Coach must have only talked about offense because, wow, that was a pathetic defense possession. Pick and roll here. Trey Mann for Herter and gets the jumper to go. So we've extended the lead back to 6 here. Can we please get some defense in here? Seriously. And no, we cannot. The answer to that question is a fat and emphatic no. We will not get any defense, and you're going to like it. But yeah, the shooting percentages have been the difference in the game. The offense for the Clippers was still good in that second quarter, so they were able to kind of stem this tide from them as they came on. But the defense fell apart in this game, or in this half, and the offense could not keep up the pace that they were at before. That first quarter was just a defensive masterclass for the Clippers, but since then they just have not. Look at this, leaving Siakam wide open. What are they doing? What are they doing? What the fuck is wrong with them? Like, they just decided to leave the ball and then try to rotate to him late. Morris has been guarding him this whole time in this rotation, and yet he switches off of it to try to, guard somebody else? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't know how it got to that. Man with a good cut, though. So, again, their offense is bailing them out right now, but at some point they're just going to have to play defense, right? It sucks being the underdog team here and just not playing defense. As Kisper's coming off the screen, as is Bane. Bane's going to get it up top, over to Siakam. Corey Kispert catches it up top, trying to work in against Mann. Tillman trying to get something. Corner 3 from Bane. Can't get it to go. Herter with the defense. So we have a stop from the Clippers. Will they capitalize? Herter had a decent look, decided to keep moving around, and they're going to try to turn it over here. Morris saves it. 7 seconds left. We're going to see what Morris can kind of put together for us as Trish tries to turn it over. And Kennard's going to take a bad shot because they didn't work the ball around. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So only lost by 6 that quarter. but it sure felt like a disaster, didn't it? So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that third quarter. The Memphis Grizzlies have done a good job in this game of staying in it. They're going to need a lot more consistent defensive impact as if they're going to stay in this. But they've done everything they can on the offensive end to they've just taken what LA's been giving them, which has just been basically layups and open corner threes. Hard to think of two worse shots to give up consistently, but you know, the assist of the game is an outlet pass to Terrence Mann. Cool. So here we are in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes left of basketball. Can the Memphis Grizzlies avoid the upset, which would in fact be our third upset in 4 games for me today, recording. So maybe I just don't record my own. I don't want to get upset too. But the Suns are the only team to take care of business thus far, and let's see if the Grizzlies can avoid being team number 3 as they get the stop but can't get the rebound, and they do get the rebound on the second attempt. Zubac should probably just pass it out since he's just not that offensive player. But gets it going, and what a defense there from Kennard. Not known for his defense there, but that was a strong effort to be able to slow down the Kispert drive, and they get the ball back. And Kennard open for 3, gets it to go. So a little bit of a defensive lapse there from Memphis Grizzlies as Kennard is able to capitalize. So great sequence for him as he's able to shake his defender, get the 3 after that great stop on Kispert. And Milton open for the layup. Can the rotation get there? It can. Herter, a great recovery there. He's now pushing the break, leading the break for him. See what he can come up with. Please don't just shoot it. There you go. Pass to Zubac, who's going to just shoot it. There you go. Moses Brown. Good defense on the interior there. On back-to-back Zubac possessions. Just a 3-pointer in the middle is kind of a dagger. As Kispert, I definitely thought was going to take that shot. He's a strong shooter throughout his career, but didn't take that. Cam Johnson's going to just put him on the line instead of giving him the easy layup. A little bit of a late rotation for Cam Johnson. Hey, Stormy, what do you think? Can you give the people your thoughts? Can you speak? Did the people get to know your thoughts or not? All right, you keep your secrets. And it looks like we are getting a couple starters back in, Gallo and Lopez, and it looks like we are also getting Terrence Mann in, I believe. Is that? Oh, it's Hunter. Hunter is in as well as Beverly, so it's probably their starting group in. Yeah. I didn't see Terrence. Terrence Mann is probably just in. I just didn't pay attention to him being in. But anyway, Gallo up top, over to DeAndre Hunter, trying to work up against Brooks here. Nice matchup here for him. See if he can use his size to get something going. Gallo's going to take the fadeaway jump shot, I'm guessing. Can't get it to go. Waited way too long in that shot clock to give him the ball. Didn't have a lot of time to work as Brooks here on the wing trying to get something going. Anderson up against Gallo gets it to go. So a little bit of a late getting back from Gallinari as they are able to capitalize. Cam Johnson over there to Beverly. Looks like they're setting up the double screen here for Gallinari. Rolls around it, jump shot, no good. Sharon Jackson Jr. with a good rebound there as he kicks it up to Melton. Pushing the break here into Anderson up against Gallinari and one. Great game for Kyle Anderson. Really getting in there and mixing it up. We're going to get a bunch of subs here as, Brooks, Melton, and Morant will be our backcourt. Into Gallinari against Anderson. Matchup that has not bared fruit yet. Fadeaway jump shot. No good. But Hunter with a rebound gets it up and he gets that to go. That's the thing with this Clippers team. They have so many big wings. They actually have a bunch of players listed at small forward, power forward. That Hunter's a small forward playing the 2. I mean, they're big. So offensive rebounds on these guys, they can get them in the post, that sort of stuff. You can really see them start to use that size on the wing to disrupt teams on offense and hopefully disrupt teams on their offense and also execute on offense for themselves, give themselves more opportunities as they just did there with Hunter. As Beverly's going to force the shot. He doesn't get to go, but Gallinari with a rebound, and he gets that to follow. So off the floater from Beverly, Gallinari will get the rebound and put it up. And as we sit here, we are back to a 6-point game as we started the quarter. As had a bit of a run from Memphis that was stemmed by the Clippers and brought back to a 6-point game. So here we are locked up again. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Brooks with a three and gets it to go. So a 3-point game. Dillon Brooks, stop leaving that man open. He's having himself a hell of a game. Ja Morant not being able to be much of an impact in this game. Just wonder if it's the Pat Bev assignment, if it's just a couple different things. Maybe the team, just overall, he just isn't the guy today. But Gallinari working up top against Kyle Anderson seems to be settling for a jump shot. And he does, but he does get a good look there at the end. He was sitting there for a while. So Grizzlies will take a timeout as Gallinari gets up to 12 points on the game. 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. See how the Grizzlies will respond and if they can successfully close this gap and hold it closed without the Clippers answering back. We're going to call DeAndre Hunter the player of the game, even though the game is not over. But he certainly had a good game. He started off very hot, 9 points very quickly, and since then he's just been kind of a little bit all over the place, helping on the defensive end. But his assignment on Brooks is going to be huge here. As Gallinari gets the steal, Gallinari with a spin and a layup, and can't get it to go. Kyle Anderson, good defensive possession and a good rebound there as Brooks shoots the jump shot over Beverly. Can't get it to go. Jaren Jackson Jr. with the rebound and the flush to cut the lead to 3. That's what you like to see from Jaren Jackson Jr. If he's going to play center for them, he's going to need to assert his dominance on the inside, get those offensive rebounds, and put it back home hard. I'd like to see what we can draw up here as the LA Clippers. We don't need to keep getting threes. We can answer their 2s with 2s. So I'd like to see them get a good possession here. Don't focus just on Gallinari. Move the ball around. See what we can get. As 3-point, well, as I say that, they decide to leave Gallinari open for 3, and he hits it. Very clutch shot from Gallinari as he pushes the lead back to 2 full possessions. Let's see how the Grizzlies will respond to this. Ja Morant, they had him, but they're just running with Brooks here. Brooks and Kyle Anderson. As Brooks gets the contest on the end, Kyle Anderson with a great rebound. Gallinari can't get the contest. Kyle Anderson, what a great second chance bucket for them here. It was very huge. Cuts the lead to 4 as Patrick Beverly is running up top, pick and roll. Looks like they're trying to get it into Gallinari again. They're really running their offense through him if they can, but Hunter up top, working on Ja Morant. Great defense from Morant, clamping him up. Beverly on the wing, pick and roll. Looks like he's going to have to take the shot. Kyle Anderson, good defense, but Pat Beverly gets it to go anyway. So 6-point game with a minute to go here. We're going to need a 3-pointer here out of Memphis. They're going to come out of this game alive. As Ja Morant comes across the screen, got him open, but we're going to take Brooks and attack the lane, get the quick 2. Brooks will foul him, putting him on the line, make him earn it. So we will have a chance to cut it to 4 here with 44 seconds left. You got to imagine that they're going to start fouling here pretty shortly. Maybe they let it go another possession, but they're 2 possessions out of this game still. So you likely see them at least trying to force turnover, maybe fouling in half court. And then there you go. There's the foul from Ja Morant. Try to get another steal here on the inbounds. No, they're going to let him go in. Are they going to play this out? I just wanted to get to within 1, I guess. Try to get the stop, quick score, and then try to play the foul game. As Beverly opened for 3. They clearly bet on Beverly not being able to hit that, and they won that bet. Kyle Anderson pushing the break. See if he can continue his great game. Over to Brooks. Brooks driving in, gives a layup. Foul Gallinari. He almost got it to go, so he will have a chance to cut the lead to 2 for the Memphis Grizzlies with 18.9 seconds to go. You got to imagine they're going to foul here, but they do have a timeout left, which is going to be huge, and he misses it. He misses the second, so that means that DeAndre Hunter is going to go to the line with a good chance to put this game away. If he can knock both of them down, this game may be effectively over for the Grizzlies. That's a gut-wrenching miss. You really hate to see that as DeAndre Hunter knocks down the first, put the game at least at 4 points, forcing them to at least pressure it, and he hits the second one. So very good possession. I don't agree with taking the timeout there, actually. I would have just ran down to try to get a bucket. But to each their own, I guess. They're going to try to set up a play here, get a three, and then hopefully the foul game, and they can get some luck to turn their way. You got Brooks taking it out. I would have kept Brooks out here. I'd have had Jaren Jackson throw it in. But John Morant outside. Kyle Anderson. Oh, thought he's going to pull the free. John Morant for three. Wide open. Can't get it to go. Hunter with the rebound. And that is going to do it for us here today. They're going to foul, but it is a formality at this point, folks. The LA Clippers are going to win this basketball game 62. Well, I mean, I guess I can't say the final score because Bev could make some of these. But they're going to win. They're going to go on to round two, beating a playoff team in the Memphis Grizzlies. What a game. What an upset. Definitely keeping the rest of these games on upset watch here. We have the, who do we have on our next game? Yes, our next game will be the New Orleans Pelicans facing off against the Washington Wizards, the 6th seed versus the 27th seed. Would certainly be wild to see that be an upset, but the Wizards have Russell Westbrook, a great slasher, can really fill it up if he gets hot. So it's certainly a possibility. John Morant for three, and can't get it to go. Gallinari with another rebound for his game, and that's going to do it here today. LA Clippers 64, Memphis Grizzlies 57. What a game. And they fought back. This game started off as a disaster for the Memphis Grizzlies, but they were able to claw it back and get it. But yeah, John Morant minus 14. Yeah, Kyle Anderson having a great game. Really showed his plus minus two. Definitely was pretty awesome for them, but were just consistent and pretty solid throughout this game. First quarter, 6 points. Yeah, that's rough. But for the Clippers, Gallinari dropping 30 points on 50% shooting. DeAndre Hunter getting a cool 26. I would say if I were picking a player of the game, I would pick Gallinari. He didn't quite shoot as well, but they called his number in the clutch, and they called his number and he delivered. So for that, I'm going to give him player of the game over Hunter. Hunter had a little bit more to do overall, but I think coming in through the clutch, they wouldn't have won this game in the end if that Gallinari three, going to him in the clutch for those mid-range shots. Terrence Mann had a great game. Lopez was good. Really, it was just a pretty solid game all the way around. Everybody rebounded, especially led by Hunter and Gallinari. So that's going to do it today. Appreciate you all for tuning in, and I will catch you on